Hi there guys, Patrick here from Scott's English College. Lesson 12, Prepositions and Adverbs. What do you see? A statue above a dome. A statue above a dome. Now, repeat after me. And I would like you to keep the same rhythm, the same beat, and the same rhythm. Repeat after me. Statue above dome. I see a statue above a dome. I see a statue above a dome. 1, 2, 3. You got 3 big circles. That means 3 beats. You can actually use claps. You can use your fist. You can do whatever you want to remind you of the rhythm. I want to hear 3 beats. Bum, bum, bum. I see a statue above a dome. I see a statue above a dome. And then pay attention to how I'm joining the words together. Together. I say, I see ya, see ya, see ya. I see a statue above. Statue above. Do you see how I say statue? My lips move forward. Statue above. And I say above. Statue above. Statue above a dome. So I'd like you to say it like one sound, one chain of sounds without stop. I see a statue above a dome. A man beside a car. A man beside a car. Now, let's put it in a sentence. I see a man beside a car. I see a man beside a car. I see ya. I see ya. I see a man beside a. Beside a. Beside a. Beside a. Beside a. Beside a. Beside a car. I see a man beside a car. I see a man beside a car. Again, you can use your fist. I see a man beside a car. That's how you have to have the rhythm. Ladder. Against. Wall. Ladder. Against. Wall. Now, I want to say it in a sentence. And I need to have 3 beats. 3 beats. 1, 2, 3. Bum, bum, bum. And I see now, I see ya. Bum, bum, bum. I see a ladder against a wall. I see a ladder against a wall. Now, how do I join the words together? How do I join the words together? I say, I see ya. I see a ladder against. Ladder. I got R in ladder. And I got a little sound in against. I say ladder against, ladder against, against a wall. Do you see 3 beats? I see a ladder against a wall. Up and down, remember, up and down. I see a ladder against a wall. Pen. On. Table. Pen. On. Table. Okay. On. Not very important. Not very important. So I will not stress it. I say pen, table, pen, table, pen, table. What do you see? I see a pen on the table. How do I connect? I see a pen on, pen on, pen on, pen on, none, 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 pen on, pen on the, pen on the. I don't say pen on the. I cannot do that. It's too difficult, too hard. So I say, I see a pen on the, pen on the, pen on the table. I see a pen on the table. I see a pen on the table. I see a pen on the table. Now 2 circles, 2 beats, 2 beats. I see a pen on the table. I see a pen on the table. Very good. Man under tree. I got 3 beats. I have 3 beats. Bum, bum, bum. Now I say, I see a man under a tree. I see a man under a tree. I see a man under a tree. I want to connect the sounds together. I say, I see ya. I see ya. Man under. Man under. Nunder. I have n in man. I got in under. So, na. Man under a tree. Under a tree. I see a man under a tree. House across the street. I see a house across the street. I see a house across the street. Again, I need to connect the sounds. Connect the sounds. I see ya. I see ya. I see a house across, house across, house across the street. House across the street. I see a house across the street. Do you see? 3 beats. 3 beats. I see a house across the street. I see a house across the street. What's happening in this photo? That's called speed dating. Speed dating. What do you see? All right. I got now 4 beats. 4, not 3. I got 4 beats. I have men, women, opposite, another. Men, women, opposite, another. Men, women. No woman, women. Men, women, opposite, another. I see men, menin, menin. No men and. Men, menin. I see men and women, men and women, men and women, men and women. I see men and women sitting opposite, sitting on, sitting on, sitting opposite, sitting opposite, sitting on, sitting opposite one another, one another, one another. I see men and women sitting opposite one another. One more time. I see men and women sitting opposite one another. Okay? Do you see the beat? You have to have that beat in English. All right? It's called rhythm. Rhythm. It's very important when you speak with rhythm. Okay, next. Those people are called backpackers. They put bags on their backs. Backpackers. They travel around the world, and they are on working holiday visas sometimes, okay? So, backpackers. Walking, bridge. I got 3. Walking over, walking. I can say walking. I can say walking, walking over, walking over the bridge. 3 beats. I see backpackers walking over the bridge. 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 And that's how we do it. Okay, let's practice, shall we? So now I say the object and you say the prepositional or adverbial phrase. For example, I say, I see a man. You say, under a tree. I say, I see a man. You say, under a tree. I want you to practice the prepositions and adverbs. So you need to remember what you saw in the pictures. If you don't remember, rewind that video, go back and listen again and watch again, and then you can complete the lesson. But now you need to know the adverbs and prepositions. So I say the object, a man, backpackers, etc. and you say the prepositional or adverbial phrase. Ready? Let's start. I see a statue. Above a dome. Above a dome. Above a dome. Above a dome. I see a man. Did you guess that answer? It's beside a car. Beside a car. Beside a car. I see a man beside a car. Okay? I see a man beside a car. Okay, next. I see a ladder. And the answer is, I see a ladder against a wall. Against a wall. I see a ladder against a wall. I see a ladder against a wall. All right, let's see how you go with the next one. I see a pen. Okay, did you guess it? I see a pen on the table. Okay, I see a pen on the table. I see a pen on the table. You have to say it like one long word. I see a pen on the table. I see a pen on the table. Very good. Let's check out the next one. Okay, what is the answer? I see a man under what? Under a tree. Tree. I say tree. Under a tree. I see a man under a tree. One long word, like one long word. I see a man under a tree. I see a man under a tree. I see a man under a tree. Very good. Let's move on. I see a house. Okay, so I see a house. The other side, I see a house across the other side. I see a house across the street. Okay? That's the street, one side, the other side. Okay? So I see a house across the street. I see a house across the street. I see a house across the street. Next, I see men and women sitting. How do we finish the sentence? I see men and women sitting opposite one another. I see men and women sitting opposite one another. I see men and women sitting opposite one another. Right? I see men and women sitting opposite one another. I see backpackers walking. Okay, so the answer is, what do we call this? Bridge. They're walking over the bridge. Walking over the bridge. I see backpackers walking over the bridge. I see backpackers walking over the bridge. I see backpackers walking over the bridge. Well done. Good job. Okay, now listen to the prepositions or adverbs and watch how I pronounce them. Listen to the pronunciation of the prepositions and adverbs. Listen very well to how I pronounce the adverbs and prepositions. Okay? Let's go. Near. Next to. I say next to. In front of. 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 I don't say the T in front. I don't need to. It is not wrong, but you don't have to. You can say in front of, in front of. And some native speakers say in fronta, in fronta, in fronta, in fronta, in fronta. Ahead of, ahead of. But I say ahead of, ahead of, ahead of, or ahead of, ahead of, ahead of, ahead of. Underneath, underneath. Do you see my tongue between my teeth when I say TH? When I say TH, I put my tongue between my teeth. Underneath, underneath, underneath. Between, between, between. By, by, by. On top of, on top of. But when I say it quickly, when I say it quickly, I don't say on top of. I make it quick and short. I say on top of, on top of, on top of, or on top of, on top of, on top of, on top of. Okay, so now we're going to do a little activity together. I want you to look at the pictures, and I'd like you to listen to the sentences, and I would like you to choose the correct preposition or adverb. You're going to see the prepositions and adverbs at the bottom of the screen. I'd like you to choose the right preposition or the right adverb. Ready? We live the beach. So what do we say? We live near the beach. Next, Prince Philip is sitting the Queen. Prince Philip is sitting next to the Queen. Next, the girl is standing two guys. The girl is standing between. The girl is standing between two guys. The girl is standing between two guys. The girl is standing between two guys. Next, a man is standing the window. The answer is by. That means next to. Same meaning, yeah? Next to, by. The man standing by the window. The man standing by the window. The man standing by the window. Next, the man wearing the striped shirt is of you in the queue. The man wearing a striped shirt is ahead of you. Ahead of you. Ahead of you. Ahead of you in the queue. Ahead of you in the queue. Ahead of you in the queue. The man wearing a striped shirt is ahead of you in the queue. Next. Now I have the girl wearing a black shirt is in the queue. The girl wearing a black shirt is in front of you. In front of you. In front of you in the queue. The girl wearing a black shirt is in front of you in the queue. Next. The mechanic is lying a car. The mechanic is lying underneath the car. The mechanic is lying underneath a car. Next. There's one more left. That's the last one. A man is standing a building. A man is standing on top of a, on top of a, on top of a, on top of a, on top of a. A man is standing on top of a building. A man is standing on top of a building. A man is standing on top of a building. Well done. Great job. You've done an incredible job. Very good. Now, that's the end of the lesson. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.